All right, just after Christmas now, a week after Christmas. I'm just kind of messing around, doing a couple things. Got this big pond here. New pole barn going up. Big pond of water here I'm trying to get rid of. There's a ditch out behind me. I'm going to dig a wide angle swale through this area here. And then when it gets over to the tree line over there, it's going to turn more into like a ditch. I just did the measurements. I got about 200 feet to go. I got 26 inches of drop from my lowest point here to my lowest point in the ditch, which is like spot on. It's an 1/8 per foot. So we're gonna head in there and start cutting some swales. Hopefully we can get all this water out from underneath this building. So that's what we're working on right now. All right, so what we got to do first is we got to go over there and with the laser level, which is, well, hang on, I'll show you that like I did. See how that's red dot now? If you bump this thing, it should start beeping at me. It normally does.
Does it sound off?
It's unusual. I don't know why it's doing that, because it normally wants you to know that you're rocking alignment. There's no sound on this thing. Oh, what's that? Let's reset, see if we can get it on high. All right, anyway, at this point it doesn't matter. So what we got to do first is find the lowest point over there.
In the puddle.
In the puddle somewhere. It's probably going to be closer to the fence. And that's going to be our benchmark. From the puddle over there to over here, we got about 100 feet. I'd say probably about 225 feet total. Maybe 250. At an 1/8 inch per foot. Overall, we should be about 20-something inches of drop. So what I want to do is maximize my drop. That's what I don't have right now. So the first thing I do, like I said, we got to get a benchmark over there. And then we'll set this up with the Y-axis. Once we find the lowest point over there, we'll take it and we'll drop it 10 inches to this corner right here. And then we'll set this thing in slope mode. I'll send you back out to that point, which we can put a stake in. I think I got some stakes over there. We'll put a stake in the ground where that pinpoint is, so we can use that as our reference point. And then we're going to slope this thing this way using this Y-axis going this way. So then when you hold the stick, anywhere you put the stick in between your benchmark and this corner will be the height that you need to be, without having to make adjustments and measure or anything like that. You just slope it. You just put your stick down and we're good. So when I dig a little bit, you'll put your stick down first. I'll dig whatever the stick says, and we'll just keep going bucket by bucket by bucket. Then when we get to the corner here, we'll stop, we'll reset, we'll figure out, we'll put a benchmark on this corner here, and then we'll put a benchmark in a ditch up front, and then we'll split it even. So, you know, if we get from here, if there's 12 inches of drop from here, this corner to the ditch, we're going to use all 12, and we'll have to reset the benchmark to what we got. So you want to go over to that puddle there and try to find the lowest spot?
Are the turkeys nice or are they fucking mean?
They haven't bothered me. They were over on top of these guys' vehicles yesterday. So what I was telling them about this laser here, this DeWalt laser has a slope mode, which is good for stuff like this, so I can just, instead of having somebody have to come out and measure and they have to know how to read a transit, I can just set it up to do what I want. I do have magnetic boom for the stick, but in this case, it's such a tight downfall. I don't have much room for error. When I did the math on it, at an 1/8 inch per foot, I had about 24 inches of drop I needed, and I have 26 inches of drop from my one benchmark over here to the ditch out front. So there's really no room for error. I got to do an 1/8 inch per foot. And hopefully that'll drain it. It already has gone down from yesterday. I did some yesterday, but it has slowed down since then, as expected, because I didn't have a good place. But anyway, slope mode. I would click this button on the slope. I have the XY axes. I'll select whichever one I want. In this case, the Y is up top facing that way, and the X is facing that way. So what he'll do is he's setting up right now, trying to find the low spot. On his end. And then we're going to do a drop of 10 inches to this corner here and reset. So he's going to have to adjust his stick. This is where it gets kind of complicated, and you got to check to make sure you got everything. Is that it right there? Is that the low point? All right, now, before you come back, actually, I don't think you need to come over here. Move the base on the stick up 10 inches at the same point. So now we're going to reset the same point he was just at. And basically, we're going to add 10 inches to that. And that there will give us where I need to set the laser to. So right now, the laser's just shooting level out. When he brings that thing up 10 inches, I'm going to turn the laser and point the laser up until I hit his receiver over there. And that's our slope. Then from there, once I have the slope established, then we'll put the... Yeah, 10 inches from what you got there. Once he has that set, my slope, then we'll bring the laser back down on the stick to what it'll hit out there level. And then we'll just carry it across. So right now he's going to go up 10 inches. So we can just establish the slope of the laser. And then we'll readjust our laser on the pole wherever it needs to go for him to hit. Which it might be leaving it right where it is. There is a remote control for this, but the batteries are always dead. So in theory I could do this by myself, but I've always found it easier. So right now he's going up 10 inches. His laser, the laser isn't going to hit the thing. It should be 10 inches below his receiver. And I'm going to basically tilt the laser up, which would give us slope this way. So let's see what he comes up with. All right, so now we're going to go into tilt mode, X, Y axis. And I'm going to watch the top here, which you can't see. I'm going to watch this up top to make sure I'm going the right way. I should start to see that thing tilting. I'm going the wrong way. I'm always going the wrong way on this thing. So now the center beam is going to start tilting. Am I going far? Am I getting farther away? Yeah. All right, I went too far. Up. Side your. I think that's it right there. All right. So now the laser's sloped this way. That's good. That's what we want. So now I have a grade set up. So let's get over here and check it out. Hang on, I gotta turn that music off before YouTube yells at me for putting music. It's not even my music. Alright, so we're back in the E60 today. We're gonna see how this thing does with some fine tuning. Alright, here we go. I got my stick guy today. He's excited, we're learning about grades. Oh, look at the nice horsey! That one was running around like a jackass yesterday. I petted that one yesterday. And then that other one over there, the little one, that one was running around like a maniac too. Full speed. Alright, what do we got? The bed. Alright, well, I gotta go down here. Now, one thing I'll do with ditching, I'll use the blade to make a, so I know I have positive angle. How's that? Down more? Keep going up. Just want to see if it catches something else. No, all right. Sometimes it gets a little bonkers. It's close. I wouldn't have expected that much. Without it being like, with it being full of water, you can't tell. I figured that much. Good? If we got one spot, that'll be good enough. I mean, it's gonna eventually fall into it. Close enough. There's a lot of freaking dirt here. There's a lot of dirt. Well, I just didn't expect to dig this much up. Huh? I don't know. My plan's actually to strip all this topsoil behind us and then put the fill underneath it and then put the topsoil back on it. Topsoil is expensive. Fill dirt ain't expensive. The parking lot's got to come up a foot. Some areas already got 18 inches.
That's a lot of millions.
Another couple hundred. That's another couple hundred ton. That's 14 tandems right there. Down. Ryan wants $85 an hour for him to drive me to the airport. I said, you're frigged, man. All right, so that's the first half, besides a little bit of some dams I left. Now we're rounding turn 1, heading in for the But anyway, now we gotta adjust the laser.
Yeah, these gloves are fucking awful.
Yeah, you should have got some better ones.
Oh, I left my gloves in my lunchbox.
You gotta get the ones like I got. They're like that, but they're thermal.
I don't have those.
That's why you gotta get them. They sell them at the hardware store, like $9. All right, now let's go back to level. Now we gotta do benchmark here in the pit, and then you have to go out to the street in the ditch, and then we'll see what the difference is. Elevation here to there, and we're gonna run the whole damn thing. So if there's 12 inches, let's say there's 12 inches to drop from here to there, I'm gonna need you to move this up 12 inches on the stick. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'll think about it. You know what you can do while you go out there? Why don't you pull the truck in the parking lot?
We gotta do this first? Or no?
Oh yeah. We gotta get a bench point here. So go ahead and put your stick in there. You move your thing up and down. Are you right on the seam of that thing?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's the worst. Right there? Down, 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 good. All right, now you're gonna take that out to the road, pull the truck in the lot first. You're gonna put it right in the ditch where I got it coming down, and we're gonna see what the difference in elevation from here to there is. And then from there, I gotta figure out how we're gonna make this on a stick. All right, back at it now. Just got the laser set up. The next dig is on. Oh, hang on. Ooh. Lighting. Just the amount of dirt per scoop this thing takes is better than a 35. Only foot. But I think it's deeper too. Close. It's only good horseshoes, hand grenades, and COVID. Yeah, it's pretty close. to break the dam free. There, that's nice. Working pretty good. I might have to dig some more this way to get over to there, which is fine, but we got water flowing. This is definitely better already. How are we looking? Good? It's already drying up over there where the transit is right now.
Oh, really?
I mean, that was all underwater yesterday.
I get some of this stuff. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's all right. That's going in there. This is the least of the concerns, probably.
I mean, it's getting there.
I mean, even if it's got some pans in it from here to there,
Oh, let's go.
we still know that we're 24 inches lower over there than we are over here.
Oh, you didn't break that one yet?
Well, I did, but I didn't break it. It was a lot of water already coming in, so there's another one. I gotta kind of go towards where the low spot was. It's definitely flowing. It's flowing pretty good. Oh. Real nice. I mean, it's like a rapids in there. All right, so yesterday when I was here, I think the water was up beyond this stake. If I am correct, I'd say it was at least up to here. I think I put it in water. It's gone down. Look at all this. This was just underwater minutes ago. So we're definitely making some good. We've probably gone at least 3 inches. I'm looking at this metal post here. You can see the color difference, which is great. We're making really good progress. Let's get this thing wrapped up nicely. All right, that's going to wrap up today. You can see that's where we started the swale, right over here. I just did a little bit of winging it to try to get this water underneath the building here out, which we got some progress going on that now. So hopefully overnight until tomorrow, it'll drain all this down, and then maybe I can take another look at it. Kind of a real mess around here right now. But like I said, hopefully this will all come down and we can reevaluate what I can do tomorrow or the next day or whatever. My goal would be to get all this water out from underneath the building. That's a big problem right now. So my one idea is we got to get some more millings in here up to the building and kind of create a bunker around the building, because water's not going to get inside now because there's a roof over it. Before there wasn't a roof. So with the roof over it now, water shouldn't get inside. So if I get material right up to the baseboard, that way the concrete guy, he comes in, he can put his stone in, it's not going to run out the bottom. But then once I had the bunker established and I have flow away from the building, I can dig a sump inside the building, drop a pump in it, pump it all out, and hopefully that will elongate our issues here, which are a lot of water. But with the ditch flowing on both ends now, that right there, when I started yesterday, was up all the way to here. So it's gone down significantly, and it's kind of in a trench, which is great. So it'll stay that way hopefully, and hopefully by over tonight this will all drain or start to drain. Ditch is working great though.